Good morning, YouTube, and of course everyone in my landscape and lawn care community. This is Adrian Stewart here, Legend Landscape, and today is Tuesday, September 11th. Just thinking about some things right now on for this day, but it's been raining the past, I guess, couple days here, and supposed to be some scattered storms again today. So we're gonna see what we can do today for a couple of hours, maybe half a day. Probably some details at a shopping center and fountain property. But yeah, yesterday, I did a lot of catching up on proposals, didn't do anything in the field, which I was glad. Spent a good amount of time with getting things done. I think what it is this whole week is like rain throughout the whole week, like off and on, and then get prepared for this hurricane, Hurricane Florence that's coming up. They're talking about from North Carolina to Maryland. I mean, of course, the further south is supposed to be worse than anything that by the time it reaches us. But I think it's more about the floods that's an issue, because we've had floods even without a hurricane situation. So everyone's trying to prepare for that. I see in the next couple of days. I believe Thursday is when it's supposed to hit down south, and then I think it's supposed to work its way up to us probably Friday or Saturday and Sunday, I think. So we shall see what happens with that, man. It's been crazy, man, because I'm telling you, I just saw this morning that September, like, we've reached the amount of rain, like we've already passed the norm for amount of rain for September. But it seemed like every dang month we've been breaking the records of rain in each month. I kid you not. We've had so much rain since spring, summer, fall, about fall starting right now. It's crazy, man. I'm just wondering how long this is going to come. I mean, I'm not surprised about what's going on now, because this is hurricane season. I mean, I get it. But it's been crazy, man. It has not been a dry, well, we've had a couple weeks where they were dry, in the summer with high heat index and there was no rain. But for the most part, there's been more rain than there's been drought for the summer. Spring, April, May, June, July, all that was just filled with rain. And I'm just wondering what the winter's going to hold. I'm just wondering if this means we're going to have a wet, crazy, weather for the winter. I'm not complaining, because I love snow removal. I just hope there's no Snowmageddon that's gonna just pop in our way. It's good money, but when you deal with stuff like that, things are breaking down, you're losing your mind, and everyone's going crazy. Wonder why you haven't removed the stuff from there. They're probably should. Oh man, I mean, I know this from like past experiences. So like as a business owner now, I don't want to face that like that. But anyway, man, I'm just gonna touch on today, because obviously it's September 11th, 9/11. Everybody remembers 9/11. So it's obviously played a very big role for our country, and obviously when it first happened, it was a major deal. I'm not saying it's not a major deal now. Obviously we remember what happened, but I'm just gonna reflect on what I was doing around that time. And matter of fact, I was actually commercial turf applicator Yeah, I remember. It was in Virginia, and the thing about this is, I was living in Charlottesville, Virginia, and I was coming up to like Northern Virginia, which is right near where we are right now, in the Maryland, D.C., Virginia area. So I was coming like an hour and 15 minutes, whatever, away to work every day. And some of the time I might have stayed in Maryland, family, just because it was close. But for the most part, that's what I was doing, at that time. And I was actually out doing turf applications. And I remember coming to this client's house, and I was getting ready to do their property. And he came out to me and said, "Do you know what's going on? You don't know what's going on?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like what? I'm just trying to do your yard here. Put some fertilizer down. And he told me to come inside his house. Okay, he came inside his house on TV, and you see, like, he had a big TV, so you could see the World Trade Center. One like obviously the airplane that went through it, but at this time, I think they didn't know an airplane went through it. Or maybe they did. I'm sorry. Maybe they did know. I can't remember. I think they did know it. Maybe they just thought it was an accidental, like, airplane accident or something. But I just remember it was just like, from that point, I was like, what the heck? Because I've been in the World Trade Center when I was young, and we know what it meant. The World Trade Centers being the tallest buildings and everything. But I remember just feeling weird, like, wow. But I had to go do work. So as soon as I'd finished doing work, I'm thinking about this. I get back in the truck, and then they're on the radio. I remember Russ Parr. Russ Parr, this was back on 95.5. He was on there. Russ Parr, his segment was over. But because of what happened, he joined the next, I guess, the 10 to 2 shift, because he's 6 to 10. And they were just talking about, like, everyone was just, like, it was just this feeling like something was wrong, like, with this airplane. But then the second one hit, and then that's when you knew it was a game changer right there. Like, you knew, like, this wasn't no accident. You knew that this was some serious stuff. And so I'm hearing this stuff on the radio. I'm like getting work done, but it's like I'm staying in the truck listening to the radio, because I just can't believe that everyone's trying to come up with what happened. And then so I'm hearing more of it on the radio than I'm seeing at the time, which I'm sure people at home or by TVs were seeing all the aftermath. And I remember I was spraying a fungicide on one property, and I remember having the mask on and everything, but for some reason, like, I must have got to me or something, because I was feeling queasy, like it was a weird feeling in my stomach, like with the fungicide. And so I just remembered, I think the managers at the office had called us all in, like early. And I guess, because of whatever was going on with 9/11. And I get back, and the manager was ex-Marine. And I get back, I remember, talking about how my stomach was queasy and stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm sick to my stomach too." But he was thinking I was saying queasy because of whole 9/11, which I did feel funny about that, but my stomach was really, like, feeling weird. If anybody sprayed fungicides and has dealt with, I think you know what I mean, like that eerie feeling you get, like somehow you get some contact with that. But I was just, my stomach, so, but everyone was just upset about the whole ordeal. So we go home, and then obviously everyone's watching on TV, and I'm seeing everything happen as far as the buildings coming down and how everyone's running for their lives. I mean, besides that, the people that were jumping out the building, oh man, that was crazy, man. That was, oh man. just because the fire was so hot, and but then to see like the white, the dust and everything over everyone, and they're still trying to run, and you see this cloud of stuff coming behind them. I remember it was just throwing, like, we knew this was going to be like a long time to be dealing with, like cleanup, lives, like so many lives lost. It was just a major deal, man, and I didn't like that feeling. And then there's to feel that someone exposed us like that just made you think, like, wow, while we're all just living our lives, just paying attention to whatever we're doing, we weren't paying attention for that to happen. Someone like caught us sleeping. That's that feeling, like, wow, like they sacrificed their lives just to destroy America. And that was a big way to do it, man. Big way. I mean, I know at the end of the day, as far as them going to go get Bin Laden and what have you later, but that was a crazy day. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget what I was doing during that time. But I can just say that, I know we learned from that. I know we learned from that, man. That was crazy. That was definitely crazy. But yeah, just never forget for all the people that lost their lives, and the people that firefighters, policemen, that risked their lives and lost their lives trying to save other people. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm not gonna go all day about this. I mean, obviously, you guys remember. I'm just reflecting on my time, during that day. Yeah. So, I'm about to stop here and get my coffee, and it's about 6:20. I told Kenny we're gonna start at, he can start at 8 o'clock, and so I got some time. I mean, usually I get there at 7, but it's wet. Really wet, so we'll see how things go today. All right, guys. Guys, just doing some weeding here. Just hit this bed up right there. It's covered with a lot of spurge, so we're just going through all these beds, cleaning them out throughout the property. And it's wet, a little bit of misty rain. Just doing these beds here, and stuff all the way back in here throughout the shopping center. Then we'll see how we go as far as once we finish, if we're gonna do anything extra. All right, guys, get me what you know there, guys. Kind of foolish here. Just gonna show you how, with a lot of the rain and being real busy, some of these beds have gotten out of hand, but we're knocking them out now. You see that one looking crazy. Looking crazy. Look at all that spurge right there. Like, we can clear this out, and then I mean, most of it is from the rain, but there is some just being able to, you're being around other properties, doing other stuff to be, you're just real busy. But the rain is not helping us, man, on this, on the weeds. Because I can literally show you some beds that we cleared out 1 week, like pulled everything out by the root. Next week, it's just like a carpet of weeds. But anyway, this is what's really more important. People pay attention to these weeds than anything else. So weeds are details, everything like that is really important to take care of. Like I'll probably just update you on this part right here just to prove my point. So today is September 11th, and this is how this is looking today. Obviously, I'll show you how it looks after we get done with it, but weeds, baby. All right, guys. Looking right now here, pretty much gutted it out. We'll probably come back and touch up with some mulch another day. Yeah, that's about it. Just need to really gut that thing out and touch it up with some mulch. Let me show you the other one over here. Pretty much the same thing. Still got to pick up some debris here, but just, yeah. Take advantage of these rainy, wet conditions and get rid of these weeds. And keep it moving. Hey guys, it's about 11 o'clock. And we've been doing a hell of a job pulling weeds, and you can look at my gloves. Those are my gloves, so you know we've been working. And this is Kenny's gloves. So clean that truck, but it's gonna rain, rinse it off anyway. But yeah, man, keeping busy. Probably gonna be working for another hour here and then go ahead and knock off because I know more rain is coming. So I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. You know. Yeah, baby. Over here at the traffic light. Oh man, getting her done. It's starting to rain. Oh man, finish on up, get on out of here. You know. Baby, 12 o'clock and we just finished before the rain, like planned. It's raining, baby. You know. shop about 5 minutes ago. Stopped to 7-Eleven, got me something to drink and something to snack on. And I'm heading to the office right now to pick up some checks. Gotta love when you gotta pick up checks. It's 1 o'clock right now. And like I said, the rain came at 12 o'clock, just like they called it. Because, before I left this morning, I saw that there was going to be some misty, drizzle to showers really coming down at 12 o'clock. The only thing I could think of, I said, man, we should do some weeding details. If some time allows, when we get done with that, then we can start on the mowing, which was planned for tomorrow, but we can start on it. But sure enough, I kid you not, man, like we had just finished picking up the weeds, and we were heading back to the truck, which was maybe 50 yards away. Heading back to the truck just, to pack up, and it let loose right there, as you can see. And right now it's kind of spotty. It's really not doing anything where we are now, or where I am now. Who knows by the time I get to Bethesda or whatever, if it's doing anything down there or when I come back up. But it was just wet conditions, the past couple of days, and nothing new, man. We're working through it. So we shall see how things go as far as tomorrow. If things allow, if we're able to mow, we're gonna mow. How I am with the rain, unless it's pouring down cats and dogs, I'm gonna be out there getting work done. So that's the plan. Just so glad we got the weeding done, because after a while you start to see some weeds that are there through the rain you can't do anything about. Just a lot more of them just pop up, and it's just like, I just want to get those because it's an eyesore, man. You just don't want to see those things, and when it gets to be so much, like, damn, I got to get to those, man. I know people are looking at it like, dang, man, and the weeds are growing over there. Are the landscapers here? Do they have landscapers? But yeah, we got it knocked out, so good day. And you can tell a lot about a person when they pull in the weeds. I've always preached this. If somebody can stand with that and really bust their butt pulling weeds and not sit there and gripe and lay down and do whatever it is besides pulling weeds, then you got somebody good. Because most of the time people just want to be on equipment and mowers and things, but it's not always about that. As far as the landscape field, the landscape maintenance field, mowers, yeah, that's what you're mostly going to do. But in this part of it, you're going to deal with weeds and pruning out stuff. So if you ever try to decide to get in this business, guys that never been in it, just know you better like pulling weeds, because that's a part of it. Anyway, stop preaching. I'll get with you guys tomorrow. Take care.